5 nuts you should be eating, and 5 you shouldn't. Hey there, you ever wonder if the snacks you're munching on are actually doing more harm than good? Or maybe you've heard that nuts are healthy, but you're not sure which ones to choose. Well, today, we're going to crack open the nutty truth about nuts. And trust me, it's a lot more interesting than you think. I used to think all nuts were pretty much the same. They're nuts, right? They're small, crunchy, and packed with protein. But I've learned the hard way that not all nuts are created equal. Some will fuel you, keep you energized, and boost your health, while others might leave you feeling sluggish, bloated, or even wreak havoc on your body without you even realizing it. So if you've ever stood in front of a bag of mixed nuts at the store and thought, which one should I actually be eating? Or maybe you're tired of getting tricked by those fancy packaging labels. This video is for you. I'm about to share which nuts you should be eating to feel your best, and which ones, well, you might want to leave on the shelf. By the end of this, you'll not only know which nuts are the true superheroes of your diet, but also which ones you should probably avoid. Ready to find out the nutty truth? Let's dive in. Part 1. The science behind nuts, nutritional benefits. Before we dive into the nuts you should and shouldn't eat, let's quickly talk about why nuts are even on our radar in the first place. You've probably heard that nuts are a good source of healthy fats and protein, but what does that actually mean for your body? Nuts are powerhouses of nutrients. They're loaded with healthy fats, fiber, vitamins, and minerals that are vital for our overall well-being. For example, almonds are packed with vitamin E, which is great for your skin. Walnuts are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are like little brain-boosting superheroes. Pistachios are full of antioxidants that can help protect your cells. And let's not forget about cashews. They contain magnesium, which helps with energy production and muscle function. But it's not just about what nuts have. It's about what they do for you. If you're looking to boost heart health, stabilize blood sugar levels, improve brain function, or manage your weight, nuts can absolutely help. And trust me, I didn't fully realize the impact until I started paying closer attention to how different nuts made me feel. Some keep me energized, others make me sluggish, but we'll get to that in a minute. So here's the takeaway. Not all fats are bad, and in fact the healthy fats found in nuts can help protect your body from inflammation, improve your cholesterol, and even reduce your risk of chronic diseases like heart disease. These little guys are more than just a crunchy snack. They're an investment in your health. Part 2. 5. Nuts you should be eating now. Let's get into the good stuff. Here are 5 nuts you should absolutely be including in your diet, starting with the ones that I've found make the biggest difference in how I feel every day. 1. Almonds. Let's start with almonds. These are, hands down, one of the most nutrient-dense nuts you can eat. They're packed with vitamin E, magnesium, and antioxidants, which are all excellent for your skin, heart, and overall health. Almonds are also high in fiber, which helps keep you full longer and supports healthy digestion. Personally, I've noticed that adding almonds to my diet really helped with my skin. I used to have dry patches in the winter, but once I started snacking on almonds regularly, my skin became smoother and more hydrated. Plus, they're a great source of energy that doesn't lead to crashes like other sugary snacks do. My go-to? A handful of almonds in the morning or as a quick snack before hitting the gym. How to eat? Toss a handful in your oatmeal, blend them into your smoothies, or even make your own almond butter. You can also eat them raw or roasted, whatever works for you. 2 walnuts. Next up are walnuts. These are the ultimate brain food. Why? Because they're loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, something we don't always get enough of in our diet. Omega-3s are fantastic for cognitive function, improving memory, and even reducing inflammation in the body. When I started incorporating walnuts into my diet, I actually felt a shift in my focus and concentration. Whether it was for work or just day-to-day tasks, my brain felt sharper. And if you're like me and tend to snack late into the night, walnuts are a great option. They help stabilize your blood sugar levels and even improve sleep quality, thanks to their melatonin content. Who knew walnuts could help you get a better night's sleep? How to eat. Throw them into a salad, blend them into smoothies, or just eat them as a snack. You can also add them to baked goods like muffins or cookies. 3. Pistachios. Pistachios are a fan favorite for many reasons. First off, they're high in fiber, which means they'll keep you full and satisfied for longer periods. They're also rich in antioxidants, which help protect your cells from oxidative stress. One of the best things about pistachios is that they're fun to eat. The process of cracking them open slows me down and makes me feel more mindful about my snack. And because they're so rich in fiber and protein, I feel satisfied without overindulging. Honestly, I've found that pistachios are perfect when I'm on the go or need something to keep me energized throughout the afternoon slump. How to eat. Snack on them raw, toss them in a salad, or even add them to a homemade trail mix. You can also grind them up and sprinkle them on yogurt for a little extra crunch. 4. Cashews. Next, we've got cashews. These little guys are not only delicious, but they're packed with healthy fats, magnesium, and copper. Magnesium helps support muscle function, energy production, and helps keep your bones strong. Copper is also a key player in maintaining a healthy immune system. I personally love cashews because they're creamy and satisfying, which makes them the perfect addition to smoothies or as a base for dairy-free sauces. They're also a great snack for when you need a little extra energy boost during the day. I can't tell you how many times I've turned to cashews as my pick-me-up when I'm feeling tired or sluggish. How to eat. You can eat them raw, roasted, or even blend them into a creamy cashew butter. I love using cashews to make creamy dairy-free sauces or add them to stir-fries. 5. Brazil nuts. Last but not least, let's talk about Brazil nuts. These are one of the best sources of selenium, an essential mineral that plays a big role in supporting your immune system and thyroid function. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts per day is all you need to get your daily dose of selenium. I started eating Brazil nuts for their thyroid-supporting benefits, and honestly, I haven't looked back. Since incorporating them into my routine, I've noticed better energy levels and an overall sense of well-being. They're also great for your skin, hair, and nails, so it's like a beauty boost from the inside out. How to eat. A couple of Brazil nuts a day is all you need. Snack on them raw, or chop them up and add them to salads or granola. Part 4. 5 nuts. You shouldn't be eating all right. Now that we've covered the good ones, let's talk about the nuts you might want to steer clear of. Trust me, these can sneak up on you, so it's important to be mindful. 1. Macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts are delicious, but they're also calorie-dense. While they're high in healthy fats, particularly omega-9 fatty acids, they can be easy to overeat, which can lead to unwanted weight gain if you're not careful. I learned this the hard way. Macadamia nuts are so rich and buttery that it's easy to mindlessly snack on them and consume more calories than I intended. The key here is moderation. If you enjoy them, try sticking to a small serving. Otherwise, you might find yourself feeling sluggish or out of balance. Alternative. If you love the richness of macadamia nuts, consider swapping them out for almonds or pistachios for a lower calorie, equally satisfying option. 2. Peanuts. Peanuts might seem like a healthy choice because they're affordable and easily available, but they're often processed with unhealthy oils or roasted at high temperatures. This can make them less nutritious than you might think, and they're also high in omega-6 fatty acids, which when consumed in excess can contribute to inflammation in the body. I used to eat peanut butter all the time, but once I learned how it's processed and the impact omega-6s can have on my health, I made the switch to better alternatives. Trust me, your body will thank you. Alternative. If you crave that peanut flavor, go for natural peanut butter with no added sugar or unhealthy oils. Or, try almond butter or cashew butter for a healthier option. 3. Hazelnuts. Hazelnuts might seem like a healthy snack, but they're often processed with added sugar when you find them in products like Nutella or hazelnut spreads. These sugary versions can really spike your blood sugar and leave you feeling sluggish. While hazelnuts themselves are nutritious, I find that the processed versions are better left on the shelf. Alternative. If you love hazelnuts, opt for raw or lightly roasted ones without any added sugar. They're great in baked goods or as a topping for oatmeal. 4. Sweetened coconut chips. Coconut chips are often marketed as a healthy snack, but don't be fooled. Many of them are sweetened with sugar, making them just as sugary as any other processed snack. If you're trying to keep your blood sugar in check or lose weight, sweetened coconut chips can be a sneaky source of empty calories. I used to love snacking on these until I realized how much sugar they actually contained. Now, I stick to unsweetened coconut flakes for a healthier alternative. Alternative. Look for unsweetened coconut chips or flakes, or use coconut oil in your cooking if you want that coconut flavor without the added sugar. 5. Honey roasted nuts. Honey roasted nuts might taste amazing, but they're loaded with sugar, which can lead to blood sugar spikes and crashes. The sugar content is often much higher than you think, and while they're tasty, they're not the best choice for long-term health. I used to keep honey roasted almonds around for a quick snack, but after realizing how much sugar was packed into them, I switched to raw or dry roasted nuts instead. Alternative. Go for raw or dry roasted nuts, and if you crave sweetness, try adding a touch of honey or cinnamon to your homemade nut mix. Part 5. How to incorporate nuts into your diet. Alright, now you know which nuts to go for and which ones to avoid. But how can you start incorporating them into your daily routine? It's actually easier than you think. 1. Snack smart. A handful of nuts is a perfect snack for when you're feeling hungry between meals. Keep a jar of mixed nuts at your desk or in your bag for those on-the-go moments. But remember, portion control is key. Nuts are calorie-dense, so stick to a small handful. 2. Add them to your meals. Nuts aren't just for snacking. Add them to salads, oatmeal, yogurt, or even smoothies. They add a great crunch and nutritional boost to your meals. 3. Make nut butters. If you love the taste of nuts but want something a little different, try making your own nut butter. It's simple and healthier than store-bought varieties, plus you get to control the ingredients. Part 6. Conclusion. Finding balance with nuts. So there you have it, the nutty truth about which nuts you should be eating and which ones you should skip. Nuts can be a fantastic, nutrient-packed addition to your diet, but like everything, balance is key. Remember, not all nuts are created equal, and understanding which ones support your health and which ones might leave you feeling sluggish can make a huge difference. My advice: mix it up, experiment with different types, and see how your body feels. And above all, keep it balanced, because when it comes to health, moderation is always the key. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you're feeling inspired to make some healthier choices when it comes to your snacks. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on more tips and tricks for living your healthiest life. Catch you in the next video.